we should just start a conversation right now. You probably caught that.
I've started the conversation.
Yeah, you started
right
a
now.
conversation. Right.
So tell me.
We are back.
Tell me,
back onto the
Casperino.
world.
I want to know about Mayweather and
Paul Logan.
And
Oh
Paul
dear
Logan.
Lord.
Jesus
I
Christ.
watched the documentary last night that you can watch for free on YouTube. It's like Showtime Sport or something like that. It was
Yeah.
actually worthwhile seeing because, wow, they edited that really well and made it very captivating and interesting.
what's it about?
So it's essentially, it tells you a story of the two individuals. It's like the run up to it because that's the biggest excitement is to
Yeah.
get to know who are these people, why should we care, and they're going into the ring together. And you've got Logan Paul, who's somebody who just doesn't care. He's a human troll, and he's got millions of followers in social media. And as we know, there's like a lot of controversy around some of the stuff he's done in the past, and he has this way about him that like he literally didn't care. He's like, I should be at practice right now boxing, but I just don't give an F. And then you have like Mayweather on the other spectrum who's a billionaire boxer.
Yeah.
He has $1.2 billion net worth. And he's going through his house and he's showing you like his mansions, which is unreal, like the scope of it. And he has like rows and rows of like cars. They're all black. All the cars
Wow.
are black, but they're all like, here's this Ferrari, here's this Ferrari, here's a Rolls Royce, here's another one. And he has like 20 of them all lined up. And then you go into his wardrobe and he's like, here's like a $400,000 Gucci bag. Here's another 400. Like he has like millions and millions and millions of dollars inside his house.
Why do you buy all that and it just doesn't seem like you'd use it?
Some of it, I gather some of it is like also assets. So he's kind of like, he's buying like real stocks because they're collector's items.
Right. So instead of things falling apart, like potentially, let's say you keep $100,000 in cash.
Yeah.
Inflation versus car value would probably be like one of them would go up, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like a lot of people who get wealthy, they actually end up looking at buying cars that are going to be worth something.
I wonder if
Yeah.
those are going to be worth any. Welcome, everybody. Are we live? I think so.
I think we're live.
Welcome to the State of the Beanstalk. And we don't talk about boxing, but it was just the topic of the day.
Yes.
Because we've got Mayweather and Paul Logan, who was a YouTuber with his good brother. I don't know if they're good brothers. Jake Paul.
Why
Jake
does he have
Paul.
two first names?
Paul Logan? Is it Paul Logan or Jake Logan? Or Jake Paul?
Logan
Paul.
Logan Paul.
I thought the last name was Logan. But here we are.
Two guys with two first names. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we've got a whole bunch of topics for you today. It's tech related. It's game related.
Hi, Jim.
G'day, Jim. G'day, mate. Casper, tell us what we've got in for today.
Okay, all right. So we got some topics here. First one coming up, PlayStation. So Herman Holt. So he did a bit of an interview, Q&A session. What's next for PlayStation Studios? And I think it's some interesting stuff
Yeah,
there.
cool.
Yeah. We got Apple's next iPad Pro wireless
I've got
charging.
some thoughts on this.
Yeah, I'd love to hear them.
I'm annoyed about it.
I'm kind of am as well. Maybe some other people are too.
G'day,
Hello,
Joe.
Joe.
And we've got some Google announcements about
Yeah.
more earbuds. Have you got a Google product at all in this house?
Yes,
What is it?
the speaker thing you
Ah,
gave me.
yes. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
the only Google product.
The only
and I
Google
have
product.
it. I think I have it in a box lying somewhere. Yeah,
We're not even
Yeah.
using it.
not even using it.
We've got the NVIDIA 3080
Ooh, TI.
Ti.
It's funny because like the statement is like available online right now. Update sold out.
So that's what I was just about to say. What were they expecting? Whoops. Just put us onto our channel.
Nice.
What were they expecting? Putting out a new card during a time when you can't buy any cards?
Yeah, I think they're gonna keep doing that. They're gonna keep rolling out new models, new versions, and then knowing that like chip shortage issues are still prevalent. And we're supposed to get some sort of an update, I think, during that September, October time, like Q3, Q4, to get an idea of the chip shortage situation. As we know so far, that's going to be continuing on all the way through to 2022, at least.
So we'll get to that because
Yeah.
that's probably a big story. What else have we got?
So this is a review of the card, so we can look at some specs to see if it's actually worthwhile investing in.
I haven't heard good things, but I've also seen the prices are not too bad, but they're not too shabby. But in this world, it feels like they're scalping again.
Oh, scalping was just never gonna stop. Yeah, at this rate. Paramount Plus.
Is it available in Australia? Is Paramount Plus available in Australia?
It's coming soon to Australia.
Right. We'll look at
Yeah,
that.
let's see if it's worth it. That's the Australia story.
Yep. And finally, last one.
Yes, this is the most important story. This is why you're here, guys. We're going to be talking about a chicken nugget shaped like Among Us character.
And that is the headline topic of today, which I haven't actually put it in the title, which I will as we play the intro.
We're back.
Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. Yes. We're going to get straight to our... do you know what? Shall we start with the graphics card?
Yeah, sure. I think it's hit us with the 3080 Ti stuff.
Let me jump into the screen. Is that the one there?
Yeah, that's the one.
This is Casper's setup, so he's more versed in that. But let's have a look. The 3080 Ti is available, and obviously, straight away, the update is sold out.
Sold out.
I'm pretty sure I saw this. It was about 4 minutes. Yeah. I think it went live at 9 EDT, and then 4 minutes later, the update was sold out. I'm pretty sure there's this.
That's fast. So it's just all those bots, right? Buying it out.
Well, that's the thing. I saw people posting on Reddit that they're lining up outside their Micro Center about their Best Buy to try and get one of these cards.
What's the point?
Well, okay. Well, the thing is, like, the retailers did this thing where they said they weren't putting it up online first. So you couldn't buy it online. You had to go physically into the store to try and limit bots. Yeah. And I thought that was pretty good, right? Retailers going, we're gonna sell this. We might as well sell it to the people to make them happy. Because they don't. Retailers don't care where it gets sold.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, if a bot buys it, they really don't care.
I mean, yeah, you get money, you get money. Oh yeah. Do you want to make the chat a bit bigger?
Yeah,
they're like tiny people.
So I guess obviously it's out. And it costs about 1,200 Australian dollars. I think 1,299 or.
Yeah, wait, no, that's US dollars.
Is that still US?
Yeah.
No.
Because how much did you... Your 3090 was like...
2.7.
Yeah, so it's definitely 1,200 US dollars.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. So it'll be like $2,000.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah, it might be, yeah. Let's look at like the PLE side.
Yeah, let's go PLE. Okay, so PLE, I saw today, they are not selling the card independently, I think. I think it's only in packages right now. So let's, well, maybe they are. Oh, let's have a look.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at that. It starts at 2,100.
What the hell?
Yeah. It's
are you joking?
Nah, for real.
This is insane.
Yeah, because it's $300 US cheaper than 3090? Because I think 3090 was like 1,500 US, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay, I'm sorry, but 2,169 for a Ti. I bought my 1080 Ti.
Yeah.
For $1,000, 1,100.
Yeah, different times. Times have changed.
Right? Yeah, but the 3090 costs 2,800, just like this one here, the Vision OC, and I'm pretty sure the performance would be.
Yeah, the major issue is the supply demand.
Right.
Currently, this is what pumping up the prices big time.
This is just, I am blown away.
Look at that 3,200.
3,200 for a 3080 Ti.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Why?
Right? 3,800. It's a 3090.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, AMP. AMQP Core Halo. It's in stock. Why is it $1,000 more?
3,800.
Holy crap, guys! It's in stock. It's a 3090.
Inflation, says Yogi Bear, and that's pretty much the era we live in right now. There's a bit of inflation. I mean, there's talks about crossflation, but I'll be interested to see what the inflation stats are. that are going to be coming out hopefully sometime soon.
What are the inflation stats?
So essentially, on the stock market, like you get like certain articles that come out,
Yeah.
like in terms of like unemployment rates, and then it breaks it down, and then you've got like inflation numbers, and it's those inflation numbers that people are waiting on and a little bit nervous about to see statistically like what the inflation numbers
Yeah.
are, because a lot of the loans that have been made to purchase assets, that's going to impact those loans tremendously. So this is why you will see like a turbulent movement on the market. Like you will see people like freak out and sell so they can, I guess, pay off a lot of these loans that they've made. So that's why people.
Is that why Tesla's going to get shorted because of the amount of loans that they've taken out?
Potentially, like, hedge funds, they get some, a lot of borrowed money that they have. Another question was, and I know this is straying off quite a lot on the topic, but
it's inflation.
A big concern just specifically with cryptocurrency is there is no transparency over how much borrowed money there is. Yeah. So if there's like giant inflation rates, like crypto might tank pretty hard.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Never thought about it that way. I was like, yeah, of course you're not going to take loans out on a speculative asset, but I bet there are people who do that.
Oh yeah, there's huge loans out on that kind of stuff.
So I thought I wanted to answer the question: why is this 3090 costing $1,000 more than the base Zotac 3090 that I bought?
Okay, yeah. What's the reason?
And just reading through these, all the specs are the same except power delivery. So if you guys remember back in the end of last year when the 3090 came out, there were complaints that the Zotac ones had a power limit of 300 watts. So this one's 370, but that's because it also adds an extra 8-pin power delivery connector in there. So there's 3 8-pins, and this one can completely overclock itself. And it's just, it's obviously just better. Now, the only problem I see with this is that the actual card gets stupid hot. Like stupid hot. This card has no decent cooling on the back, and that's where the T-junction is between the VRAMs and the main chip. There's a thing called a T-junction. I don't know if it sits exactly in there, but it's between the power delivery, that's at the back, and then right around the VRAMs, there's this thing. It gets stupid hot. Now, people have been complaining about that bit getting really hot, like 90 degrees, 100 to 110. Right? Yeah. The problem is what people don't realize is that can get that hot. That's okay. It's the chip that needs to be cooled and can't get that hot, the silicon part. So there's a lot of misconception about it. But forgetting all that card gets stupid hot still. Like I'm pretty sure if you're on just air cooling, you're going to be going 80 to 90 when you're mining, for example.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and it's stupid loud too. I've got it water cooled, and it gets up to 61 degrees during winter. And yeah, that's just stupid. The water should be, I think the limit of the water pump is 60 degrees. So I'm right on the limit, and it leaks too sometimes. So yeah, good fun.
Great. Yeah. So
anyway, back to the NVIDIA one. We'll jump to the actual review.
Yeah, let's look at the review.
Let's go through the highlight. Last year's NVIDIA RTX 3080 was the first GPU to make 4K gaming finally feasible. It was a card that delivered impressive performance at 4K, especially for its retail price of $699. Those were the days when the 3080 came out and it was cheap. Far less than the 2080 Ti cost a generation earlier. That was before the reality of the global chip shortage drove the prices of modern GPUs well above $1,000 American dollars. Now that the street price of RTX 3080s have stayed above $2,000 for months, NVIDIA is launching its RTX 3080 Ti flagship priced at $1,199, and probably skyrocketing the price for above $2,000 anyway. Like, the card performs better than the 3080. Hence, it'll just end up being more expensive.
Yeah, it's not like a huge difference. Like if we look at the stats, because I was just briefly looking at some of the. Oh, look at that! They gave it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That's pretty nice. Unless it's 8 out of 100, then oh dear God.
So the good stuff, it's very quiet, ideal for 1440p and 4K gaming. DLSS continues to improve. I mean, DLSS is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Are we going to talk about the AMD thing that they released?
Oh, the
Fidelity
equivalent for
X.
DLSS.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can do, yeah.
Extra draw power is bad
Yeah.
and runs hot. All the RTX lineups run hot.
Yes.
I mean, there's no, clunky 12-pin power adapter. That's for the Founders Edition, which Australia will not be getting at all.
Yep.
As always.
Most people won't be getting.
So tell us about the stats.
Oh, yeah. If you just keep scrolling slowly, we'll eventually get to...
It looks pretty.
I know. It does look beautiful. 1440p testing.
Ah,
Oh, here we go. So
okay,
1440p
cool.
benchmark. So look at that. Flight Simulator. 45 FPS. Same as the 3090. 45. Oh, look at the 3080 performs better. 46 FPS, guys. There you have it.
Oh, I have to
It's
admit,
crazy,
though,
eh?
the fact that it performs as well as a 3090 and you still can't buy it is hilarious to me.
Yeah, there's some really weird stats up there.
Because I feel like I bought a 3090. I feel
yeah,
like I paid for a 3080 Ti at today's prices 6 months ago. Because I paid 2.7 and now you can get a 3080 for 2.7.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's kind of like that, right? If you just scroll a little bit lower, there's some really weird stats like where the
I still can't believe how badly Watch Dogs runs. So Legion is
I know,
supposed to
can't
be
even
like,
get 60.
yeah, this is supposed to have like ray tracing, like the most beautiful game, but it still doesn't hit 60 on any of these cards. And then obviously when you turn DLSS on, it's still only in the 70s. It's only just playable in my humble opinion.
And there's because 60 FPS.
Yeah, but ray tracing is just it's weird. And then you get the new Metro Exodus. I don't know if anybody's tried that, but the new Metro Exodus came out. It's a free version of the base game if you own the base game.
Okay.
And it brings in DLSS and RT in the new generation, and it's beautiful.
Wow.
The performance is much better, but yeah, it's still, still only performing at 75. Was it 14? Oh, on the 3080 Ti.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. I love the like massive close-up shots of the card.
They're beautiful shots.
Yeah.
This is the Verge, though. They're really good at their camera work.
Yeah. 4K testing. Okay, here we go.
Is this the one you were more interested in?
Yeah, because I think this, I swear they must have made a mistake because there's a weird performance flip that happens, like whereby the 3080 is better than the 3080 Ti in some games. I don't see it yet. It seems like across the board. Can I
you
just
take the mouse, yeah.
do some scrolls?
So one thing that stands out to me here is that DLSS Call of Duty Warzone, the 3080 Ti performs the same as a 3080, and then the 3090 gets 10 more frames, which obviously is not going to make a big difference. But I mean, personally, if I was playing Warzone, I would not be playing with ray tracing unless I'm playing obviously the single player campaign.
Oh, actually, no. Maybe I was seeing something, but like, okay. Yeah, not a huge difference, right? Like 132, 131 FPS, Death Stranding.
At that point, you're just looking at like the deltas. Like you could do another run, it'll probably be 31. It's just such a small, it's a margin of error
small,
that it's not gonna,
Like at 4K, look at the difference. It's like 2 or 3 frames. There's 6 frames here. There's like 3 frames here. 7 frames, 8 frames. Okay. Yeah, Watch Dogs Legion ray tracing. Look how it tanks so hard. It's just fully optimized.
All I have to say is there is no difference in these cards.
Yeah.
If you're purchasing for 4K, save the money. Well, actually, I feel sad. Okay, if you could buy these cards right now, there's no reason to buy the 3080 or 3080 Ti or the 3090 because they all pretty much perform the same in most scenarios.
Yeah.
Do you think it feels like we've hit a bit of a performance ceiling?
Yeah, it has, especially with these cards. I mean, they're just going for like raw power, lots of power consumption. I think that's it. Maybe they've shown their hand where they're like, hey, innovation is kind of dying. Or maybe they're like really holding back because innovation is slowing down. So what they've released and given us is basically like they've had this technology for a little while and essentially, they have something that's like 20-30% more powerful right now, but they're like, oh, we need to, obviously release it at a steady pace so we don't hit a ceiling where we can't release something. Because imagine if you get to a point where like, guys, we have no new products. We don't have any newer tech.
Well, I actually think we've kind of got into that, and we're probably well past the point of getting like silly performance increases like 30-40%. One thing I would like to mention is that the performance of, forgetting about ray tracing, right?
Yeah.
The rasterization performance has actually been pretty good. It's been about 20% increase each card.
Yeah.
But the ray tracing performance has been abysmal. So I feel like the next generation is going to try and, like you just said, like, yeah, we're going to stop innovating. But would they try to differentiate themselves with things like, DLSS, ray tracing, which the next generation of RT cores will probably be, again, amazing. And then you've obviously got things like the extra features, like the quiet mode or the streamer mode that you get with NVIDIA Experience.
Yeah.
That removes all sorts of like extra noises out of the background and also removes camera background. It's like the streamer's dream. It's so good. You don't need a green screen anymore. Like people have stopped using green screens because they've been able to use AI and software to remove the background.
Oh, that's so amazing.
How amazing is that? Like, when's the last time?
Imagine if we could put like an epic background right here. Like instead we got some curtains and a halo.
Maybe we need to start doing. Maybe we need to start putting in the software. We need to just cut each other out and have it, sitting inside like a pub.
Like a pub, and there's like a bar fight behind us as we're talking about tech. Yeah.
We should sit in front of the Mayweather Logan fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's happening live, guys.
Anyway, that's that. I can see a couple of comments. So, Jim Hook, we'll get to the Paramount story in a second.
Yes, rebranded
Yogi
CBS.
says they are seeing what they can get away with. So, obviously, inflation. Houses are going up by 100K a quarter. Are they? Jesus.
Yeah,
100K a quarter.
There's a massive crisis, like a bubble happening, and it's gonna like explode, and houses prices are eventually gonna crash. I think.
They used to add an 8-pin over a 6-pin on customs for 100 price ramp. Just refused to buy it, and it'll crash. The 3080 Ti outperformed the 3090. I think Joe, that's that. Yeah,
I think that's what I looked at. So my bad.
So I still, the Ti. The way they introduced TI, like in branding, in regards to the naming conventions there from Yogi Bear, I think it's been problematic. I think it's settled down now because we don't have the Titans coming out anymore. We don't have like the XP or the PS Titans. So it's like...
So I guess the 3090 is that.
It's the
because
Titan,
of, the 24 gig.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised they never named it just the Titan and then just released it. I am surprised because... Making a 3090 means that every year now there'll be a top card anyway. So then your 3080 isn't the top card anymore. It's a 3090. And then the 3080 Ti isn't really a top card to beat the budget card to beat the top card. Like it's not what a TI is when they get through manufacturing and it's just come out and go, look, we can probably remove this, this, and this. And it always comes up perfect. The performance is, 10% better for a lower price. Great. But right now, what they've released is 12 gig card that costs as much as the 3090 used to cost.
Well, I mean, 3090 was still like 20% more expensive or so because it was like $1,500.
Oh, right. And this one's only $1,200.
And then the other one's $700. So, I mean, like for $500 less, you have performance that's 5% less.
It's insane, right?
That's insane. Yeah. Everyone's going to go for the 3080s.
There's no that's what I was saying before. There is no reason to buy
a Ti or a 3090.
Yeah, there's no reason.
I mean, because of so much RAM on a 3090, you'll be using it for definitely other things than gaming.
Well, yeah, and it just makes it so much less worthwhile to buy. But right now, I think the problem is they're priced so closely. You just go, whatever one I can get. If I can buy this one, I'll have it.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you just buy whatever is available because of supply demand. People get a bit crazy and FOMO kicks in.
But this makes it that a customer has no real differentiation between the products, and scalpers just charge whatever price they want. It's not like, oh, well, now that the 3080 Ti came out, nobody wants to buy the 3080 because the 3080 Ti is such better value, such better performance. But it's not. This doesn't take away from the 3080. People still want to buy the 3080 because the difference is so minuscule.
Oh, absolutely.
So this has... NVIDIA's
And
They
mining's not
screwed up.
helping. I mean, mining is adding so much pressure to all of this.
But what Nvidia is trying to do, which I still think is the wrong thing to do, they're creating crypto-specific cards.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I wonder what price they will be. It'll be
Hmm.
interesting to see, because if they price them like a lot and then try and make it back on R&D, so like if the card only costs them $1,000 to make,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
charge like 5K, they know that the miner will buy it, but they also have to provide the performance. So imagine if Nvidia created a mining specific card that doubled the
Mining performance.
the hash rate
Yeah.
for the 3090. Let's say it was like 300 hash rate.
Yeah, yeah.
How incorrect the prices of all these other cards would drop instantly, I think.
I think this is fantastic move to be like, look, this is specifically for mining. These are for the consumers. And then thank God, like that's going to help alleviate so much pressure. I think.
But my problem with that is that 3080 Ti here is actually locked from mining.
How so?
It's nerfed, so it only gets half the hash rate. So
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
they've sort of done it. But
Yeah.
to me, that's actually kind of unfair, because if let's say I'm a student and I just bought myself a 3080 Ti, maybe not a student. I don't know if a student can afford this, but let's say
No, these are expensive products.
let's say I have the one card, I'm a gamer, I'm playing games. Maybe on my off chance, I want to mine some crypto and want to make back maybe, $50 a week or whatever it might be when you
Yeah.
mine with a 3080 Ti. It's like, why am I being locked away? Just like, that just feels unfair.
Yeah.
The people who purchase this are actually going to get less value from it than those people who have a 3080. So again, it's actually worth less, because it doesn't even have the same resale value. Well, right now it does, but maybe in the future. It's like, nobody's going to buy it because it's nerfed and you can't mine on it. So the 3080 is still worth more, but this one's got better performance for game. It's like, the cards are exactly the same. That, to me, I see no difference between this 3080 and the 3080 Ti.
Yeah. I mean, the difference is so small. It is so small.
Let's have a look what they ended with. So at $999 or even $1,099, the RTX 3080 Ti would tempt me a lot more, but $1,199 feels a little too pricey for most people, and RTX 3080 makes a lot more sense if we're actually available at the standard retail price. Nvidia also has a $599 RTX 3070 Ti on the way next week, which could offer some performance gains to rival the 3080. This is Nvidia's being so weird.
Well, yeah. I mean, they can sell anything right now. They
Yeah.
could like bring out a graphics card that's made out of muffins, and people are like, "Yep, just buy that thing because we got nothing."
I love me some graphics card muffins.
I know, right?
Ah.
Should we go and move along to the other topics?
Yes, let's go.
Let's
PlayStation.
go. Yeah, it's PlayStation. So, my friend, do you know who Herman Holt is?
I do.
So
Who is Herman?
he
Herman?
was the managing director of Guerrilla Games, who are well known for Killzone and Horizon Zero Dawn.
I know the games.
Yeah.
And what
yeah.
did he do? Sorry, he was.
So he was the managing director. Sorry, may I?
yes,
I'll grab
go
the
on.
thing
T-
so I
take the
can
mouse.
do the scrolly scrolls. So this man over here, Herman Holst. So he did a bit of a Q&A, and right now he is the head of PlayStation Studios, and he shares some of his insight
Wow.
into what's to come, right? So something that I found interesting was that throughout the article, he talks about their development on the new Horizon Zero Dawn something West. What is it called? Horizon Zero Forbidden West, right? Yeah. That's the one. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's a lot of blah blah in here. Just trying to get to the good stuff. Yes, here. So I highlighted it. Great. So yes, two very big, very narrative-driven games in development: Horizon Forbidden West and the next God of War. And for both of these, they're frankly affected by access to performance capture and talent. So, they're not able to get like all those actors and do the performance facial capture stuff and like the acting. And because those games rely on that quite heavily, they have the actors who, do all the movements like Keanu did for Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because of that, and they can't do that remotely, like you can't do it at home, like in your closet, and they can record you and stuff.
Yeah.
So that is slowing down development. And because of this, they say that they're on track to release it for Horizon. They think they're on track to release it this holiday season. So it's possible that
Yeah.
it may be pushed back to 2022. But because he says it isn't quite certain yet, and we're working as hard as we can to confirm that. And for God of War, they know that that's being pushed back to 2022 to next year. So that's kind of that was kind of our expectation. It was kind of like our unspoken reality that that's going to be pushed back. And then they talk about Bend Studios working on a new game that takes the I guess the stuff that they worked on in Days Gone, because I think the cat was out of the bag that, hey, there's no Days Gone 2. And people were like, oh, what? Like, we wanted that. And then I think it was like a higher up representative from Days Gone said something that really upset people, because he was like, if you like a game, you should buy it at full price. If people were like, that makes no sense. How can we know we like it if we can't try it because there's no demos? So why do you expect us to buy something at full price? Yeah. And so
do you remember those days you could go up to like EB Games and just be like, hey, can I grab a demo or something, and they'd have all these demo discs behind the counter, and you could have it on a PlayStation 2 or PC demos and stuff. I remember having so many discs over time.
Absolutely.
G'day, Michael. Welcome. What did you miss? You missed the 3080 discussion, the 3080 Ti.
And this handsome guy over here, Herman Holt, we were just talking about how he did a Q&A and what's to come. I think they're kind of lowering the bar and our expectations of games that are going to be coming out. Because, you know, if they, like Gran Turismo 7 being pushed out, God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West, that leaves us with really two major exclusive titles for this year. That being Ratchet and Clank and Returnal. And there's a lot of smaller titles coming out as well. And kind of like third-party one-year exclusives as well. So you've got Ghostwire Tokyo, you've got Deathloop. Then you have the smaller ones like Solar Ash and... Little Devil Inside that we saw, you know, at the 2020 This is like making you yawn.
Yeah,
like,
sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It's just there's no exclusives.
Patrick's falling asleep if there's no big exclusives.
No, I haven't had my second coffee today, so I was.
Oh yes, need that dose.
I'm a bit
caffeine.
dosey by 5 o'clock. But let me ask you this. So this is interesting because COVID has affected the gaming industry, and my sort of initial thought was because. People are working remotely and it's much harder to collaborate. Like it's much harder to get the code right. Everybody builds something here. There's no sort of the overseeing eye of the developer is not quite, you know, there. So, sorry, very off topic. In Battlefield 1942, if you go into the cheats or the console, if you I think it was typing like the ever-seeing eye of the developer or something, it gave you like God mode. Just to...
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was like nice a weird cheat code. But like the fact that these guys are, you know, unable to collaborate could create buggy games, and I feel like part of the reason why Cyberpunk 2077 was such a big colossal failure was a lot of this, where they're remote, they were trying to push out a big product. The crunch happened, but the crunch happened during a time where they were remote anyway.
Yes.
Now, coming back to this, I'm really, really shocked. Maybe not shocked, but I'm like, wow. I'd never thought of this. To make video games nowadays, they use actors and even like famous actors and voice capture and, you know, facial capture, animation of movement to make it look as realistic as possible. And they've nailed it down to a science. You know, they've got the camera set up with little balls on you and little things. But you have to like think of a single player driven game. You have to act out the whole game, like the whole game. Yeah. And even any other arching stories that might happen at the same time, you know. And you need people to be, you know, around you and not wear masks because you got to pinpoint all the facial animations and stuff. Yeah. And, you know, animators are, you know, they use people as a muse to get the animations right. So
absolutely.
I didn't think, I don't know why, I just always slipped my mind. I was just like, yeah, okay, you're working remotely. There's more chance of, you know, shitty Q&A, but yeah, you're right. They've got actors who need to go on stage. And most of the stuff is done in the US where there is a giant pandemic on.
I would say so, yeah.
Because it's the US.
It's so unfortunate. You just got me thinking about how they do all that motion capture and the people that are the models for a lot of these characters. Now it's become very meta because these models are now YouTube sensations that are playing games
Oh,
that
I
are like,
know.
and it adds that voice to and the personality to that person, to that
Yeah.
actor. And some of these like beautiful women that they use in games, or even I think those are probably the most successful on YouTube.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh my God, it's that video game character. And they just follow it because it's her in a game, and they get to see what she's like in person. And
Yeah. Well, look, I
yeah.
mean, thinking back, if you weren't an actor on the big screen,
Yeah.
you weren't anything. Do you know what I mean? Like there was this, and I call it boomer media because it's like TV and radio and film is not. It's just so.
Hi, Hammy.
G'day, Hammy. It's just so pretentious. But then you've got the YouTube stars, and I feel like it's a little bit more wholesome. And yes, there's still some bad eggs. That's normal. But you get people like, what's that Feller guy for? Tony Feller or whatever it's called.
Who's he?
The talk show guy.
Oh, Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon. He was a bird fella. Anyway,
Is it Bird Fallon?
Oh, his last name sounds like Falcon, so I just think Fallon.
Fallon.
Yeah.
Is he the guy who's always cheery and happy?
Yeah, he's annoying.
I like him.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like him.
I'm just like, he's always so positive. Like wherever you see him, he's always so giggly. It's like he has the inside joke that nobody knows about all the time. Like he has a secret joke of life or something.
But I think that that people like that, especially in that media, they try and join the YouTube world, the new media, and it feels like they're really trying hard and they just don't fit in. It's like, leave us alone, man. Then they've brought in all the ads, and now YouTube's cracking down on. It's just all these copyright claims by all these studios who upload their stuff, and it just feels like they're invading a space. But what I'm saying is some of these YouTube stars are so much more famous than these TV stars now that it's actually not that popular to be a TV star nor a movie star.
Oh, it's diluting the experience of celebrities.
Yeah.
They're like, damn it, those peasants are like us now.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. It's like, damn, they're steering our limelight. There's not much limelight left. There's only so much that can go around.
That's so true. So what does the future hold for celebrities?
I think they're going to just... It's not going to be them who has those $1 million mansions anymore. It's going to be more people that are from everyday walks of life. They might not be the prettiest or the hottest, but they're the best comedians, or like they make hilarious like videos on YouTube, or tech people like Linus. Not that I'm saying he's got a mansion or anything, but at the end of the day, the ones who used to be these screen actors who receive the BAFTA or the other ball one. What's the one with the ball at the end? You can whack people.
Golden Globe.
Golden Globe.
You can whack people with it. Yeah, it's a medieval weapon.
Yeah, all those people are gonna start feeling that they're not the most popular anymore, and I feel like some celebrities do not like that.
Oh yeah, I know. Like you'd hate for like some people are just like superstars. Like I'm a star and I'm very important. And it's going to normalize that. So therefore, when you see celebrities out in public, it's like, oh yeah, it's it's just Donald Trump. He lives next door. He's pretty annoying. They would just be like superstars who are not really like that super anymore. Yeah.
I had a guy come up to me at the train station in Perth. Yeah. And he was like, hey, you're Techman Pat. I was like, oh, hello. I was like, yeah. Oh, I like your video.
Somebody
shook my hand. This was before the pandemic, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Look at you, superstar.
No, but obviously it's very small. Perth is very small. So if you've watched anything on online and you've seen Perth, then yeah.
Oh my
God.
But
I was starstruck. I was like, oh, somebody recognized me.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's my fan. Oh, I'm so starstruck. Yeah.
I am shocked that you even know my face. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty cool, I reckon. So I can imagine if you multiply that by like 1 million or 10 million of fans, you can get to a point where you feel like... I always thought Jordan Peterson's thing was great. It's like, you're not the wave. Even though you're riding the wave, you're on top of the world, you're not the wave. At any point in time, if you start being a dick or you do something wrong, you're just going to get swallowed up in that wave. And that's the whole cancel culture that you sort of find, is that celebrities who say the wrong thing... At one point we're on top, suddenly they're like the most hated thing ever.
Oh, so like the Logan Paul thing where he did what he did, and then he was hated by society,
Yeah.
and obviously he was canceled by YouTube.
Yep.
And he was also, I think, like fined by some like media company because he impacted on their schedule. Yeah, it was just this big snowball effect. I feel no sympathy for that guy. I feel like he got off easy.
Sure.
I feel like he definitely got off easy. Like he
did.
should have been punished way
Yeah.
harder for
Yeah.
what he did.
No, I
He
agree
knew what
with
he
you
was
there.
doing.
Yeah.
He was
It was
being
all-
very
It
inappropriate.
was all for the
Yeah.
lols.
Yeah.
But I'll give him this. Look how far he's come as a troll, as an
So
ultimate troll,
far.
right?
Yeah, so far.
G'day, Ray. Good to see you. We're back, and we're so sorry that we missed last
Yes,
week.
very sorry.
We actually both had an event we went to together.
Yes.
We're gonna try and
Make it a consistent
just
schedule.
try and be more
Yep,
consistent.
Yeah, more
we
consistent.
were actually up until last month. I think we were really consistent.
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
look back.
were.
We
I
never
think-
really missed one.
I think we were good, yeah. So apologies, guys.
Apologies for that.
We have some more articles that we want to
Yeah, I was just going to go through some of the comments here. Michael says, TV killed the radio star. I can't wait till the next song
Yes.
that goes, YouTube killed the TV star.
And movie stars, yeah, I
Yeah,
know,
movie
right?
stars.
What's gonna kill the YouTube star? Crypto stars. You're like
Well,
a
they're on
celebrity
YouTube.
coins. It's like, whoa.
What's the next platform to give people a voice? That's like kind of inventing YouTube back when before YouTube didn't exist. It's like-
Dude, what if we go full circle
And go-
and then you know how like back in the medieval times, how somebody stood on like a little podium and started like screaming like talking about religion or
Repent!
something. Yeah, repent, like talking about that's
Yeah.
gonna be the thing. It's like, oh my god, he's standing on like books and talking about stuff. he's a superstar.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But I guess my view of it would be that there will be channels dedicated 24/7 to something that you
Yeah.
flick on. Because TV, one thing with TV is the bandwidth is limited. Like there's there's limited bandwidth on a
Yes,
TV.
yes.
There's unlimited bandwidth on the internet.
Yeah.
And Ray points out AI, right? So AI, like imagine if you watched a celebrity who was an AI.
Oh no. So now like robots are gonna be more famous than people.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Oh, this is
VR
my
and-
favorite robot, CR285. Oh, I love that one. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of sad.
And
That's the truth.
Ray says, did you hear Broken Silicon mentioned AMD TR Pro may be coming in a Zen 3? Is that... I haven't watched the video, but I will check it out. Thanks for that,
Yes.
Ray.
Broken Silicon. Love that show.
Hanny asks what happened last week. Yeah, we had an event. We went together. And AI killed the YT star.
That's going to be next.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, you know Twitch.
I do know Twitch.
Twitch is a streaming
nice guy.
platform for half-naked girls. That's what it is, right?
That's what it's become, right?
No, that is what it is.
Oh, okay, sorry, my
Let's just
bad.
be frank here.
Yeah,
but
it's
yes,
just-
no, you're
Yes.
absolutely correct.
Attractive women that pretend to play games?
No, they sit in bathtubs.
Oh, no. Is that what that
That's
is?
right.
It's
There is-
devolved to that.
It's a bathtub.
Oh,
There is
no.
literally a category called bathtubs.
Oh, no. I'm sorry to all the gamers out there that this is what it's become.
It's really sad. Nonetheless, they had at one point a very attractive animated character, a Japanese animated character of a lady with balloons.
Balloons, yes.
And it was AI. It wasn't AI. It was motion capture
Yeah.
with a voice changer thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember what she was doing. She was obviously wearing skanky things, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
But it, in one day, blew up. Like, absolutely blew up to the point where Twitch was like,
Because
bang.
you're like interactive anime character. Is that what it was like?
Yes,
Okay,
it
cool.
was.
Right,
and
right.
it was very, it wasn't sexualized, but it was on the edge.
For sure. Yeah.
And that, I call bullshit on that because now you've got this,
AI.
no,
stuff.
you've got the
got
bathtub
that.
things.
Oh, the
But you-
bathtub things.
So
yeah,
the
on
bathtubs,
Twitch.
right? So
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
happy
yeah.
with the bathtubs where these chicks in
Yeah,
like
yeah.
bikinis are like splooshing around,
Splooshing
chatting
around.
you know,
Oh my God.
hi guys, look at us.
I can't believe this is a thing. I'm so out of the loop.
Okay,
I don't
do it.
know.
Go.
No, I'm not
Go.
gonna do this.
Do it.
I'm not gonna devolve us,
Do it.
Patrick.
Do it.
No. No, this is
We would have
this
to.
is a clean, family-friendly channel.
We would have to like blur the screen.
Yeah. it
I
would
don't
just-
know if it's. I don't know what YouTube's view on this is.
I think they frown upon showing skin on the channels.
Right.
And like, foul language and disrespect and all that kind of stuff, hate speech, like
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
all the all the
Fun parts.
juicy
life.
stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
good for
man.
them. Yeah.
Oh.
So, news about
Keep going. Go on.
techie stuff.
Techie stuff.
Yes,
All right.
we're
share
gonna
the
make
screen.
ourselves small again. Get ready. And we're tiny. Okay, so Apple's iPad Pro. I want to hear your thoughts on this, Patrick. This thing is gonna be a smashing disaster because it's made out of glass back and front. So they're
Okay.
switching to a glass back for the new
Oh,
models.
damn.
Damn.
It's one thing I liked about the iPads, the Pros, is that the metal back, it actually felt like a tablet that you could just
Yeah.
throw into your bag and
Felt premium too.
yeah, premium. And even if if you smack it on the back, or maybe a sharp object, maybe a pen is in between a couple of books or something, and it won't crack the glass screen, right? To me, that was the benefit of not a glass back like on a phone. Like you always keep it in your soft pocket, but if something whacks your pocket, like you could be done. So I'm pretty disappointed to hear that, but I know why they're doing it, and the reason is because people are starting to use this as this stand-up laptop, where that little port is taken up by the charging. So what you're gonna get is you're gonna get these integrated charging units where you don't have to plug anything in, and over time you're gonna get this clean look where there's a power going into the little stand. It's charging the iPad, and then it's just there's nothing plugged in on the side. But right now,
clean,
if you look at, I mean, we're not going to Google it around, but if you get a stand like this, there's a little plug that sticks out, and it just looks, from an Apple's point of view, they're like, that just doesn't look right. Like this product has become a laptop.
Yeah.
Even though we sell laptops, let's try and change the way it looks. So I'm a bit annoyed about it. Secondly,
it's magnetic charging system.
Yeah.
Are you impressed?
well, I mean, I have a magnetic thing to mount. The
It's
car.
not new, is it?
I think it's great. I think it's really
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, I think I know why they're doing it, but it's an aesthetic reason, and yeah, Apple does that a lot.
I mean, it's pretty,
I mean, that's great. I mean,
but it's weird at the
it's
same
so
time.
powerful. It's so powerful, and right now the only limiting factor is actually the software.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
wow.
You can plug this into a big monitor, but it doesn't fill the monitor correctly. It only stays at the exact resolution of the tablet, and it's got black bars. But I
Yeah.
feel like if Apple just pushes past that and just creates this ubiquitous connection to any monitor, any screen, any mouse, any keyboard, they've literally beat laptops at their own game. Like, that's it. Laptops will be dead. And Apple has always had the tendency to destroy their own products with their own products. So if you're not innovating by completely dismembering what you're already selling, you're not innovating.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you're not innovating, you're going backwards.
Yeah, I think, wasn't it Steve Jobs that said something like that? He was like, you got to disruption obviously fosters innovation, and
Correct.
if you don't have that, the business is dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So they took an iPad and they're a iPod, a music thing, and they wanted to make a phone, so they go, we'll put two and two together. They make an iPhone, but then the iPod is obsolete, right? You make your own product obsolete, even though it kept selling and selling. They canceled it after a while.
Yeah.
But they gave a reason for people to not buy the iPod because they go, well, I can buy a phone that is also an iPod. Right?
12 times the price, but awesome.
Yeah. So in my mind, when they're building these new laptops with the M1 chip that they're doing, this bit here is literally, that's all it is now. This tablet could run with the OS or Mac OS that is on a laptop.
Wow.
So I would not be surprised that in the next decade we end up with a Mac OS on an iPad like that.
Okay.
I
that's
absolutely foresee it, and if they don't do it, I think it's silly because the M1 chip is now a mobile chip. It can do everything that the old Mac can do pretty much. It's got Rosetta on it, which can emulate the old code. Can't even remember what the code was. The ASIC code? No. Anyway, somebody in chat can remind me what the old Intel did. But they're converging, these two products. The laptop and the thing is converging.
Wow. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh.
Would you ever buy an iPad? iPad, yeah.
No, look, I've really strayed off Apple products entirely. I'm part of I'm like the rebellion force in Star Wars.
Rebel Force.
Yeah. And I feel like that's the Empire. Yeah.
You
That's
reckon?
Yeah. Apple's the empire.
I'll
like,
give you.
with their stormtroopers and their. It's like all the followers of Apple are like stormtroopers. Oh no.
I almost feel
No,
like it's
look,
a little bit opposite. I'm actually on the opposite side of that.
You think they're the rebels?
In 2021, where we look to a company like Apple to protect our privacy, there's something wrong. Android, Google products, every one of them is siphoning every single piece of information about us.
Oh,
and the only company that is doing anything about it is Apple.
Because they're trying to see who's like worthwhile to join the rebellion. They're like, this guy's good. He should join us against the war on Apple.
It could be, but I recently updated to iOS 16.7. And now every time you run an app, it asks you, do you allow this app to track you? And if you say no, then that app will never make money. They literally cannot sell your data because Apple has literally blocked it. And it's been this massive thing about how Apple has destroyed the advertising game. On one side, advertising runs the internet, so things might start getting more expensive. Apps start to cost. But then again, if you're paying for something, then usually you're not the product being sold. So my privacy stays private and stays mine.
Wow. Yeah.
Does that change your mind on Google?
I kind of stopped caring about privacy because I'm like, everyone can see me in the world. They've got like 10 billion satellites. They can like have a look at the cavities in my teeth if they want to at any time of the day. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Joe Blogs, just into your comment, I'm sort of, I guess I'm pointing out the weirdness of where we're living now. That we're
I do
looking
not
to
look to Apple to protect my privacy. Yeah, me neither. I'm not
It's
looking
insane,
at Apple.
right? That Apple is a company who's like, yeah, we're going to protect your your privacy.
But it's kind of funny though, isn't it? Because like, to Apple's response would be like, "What privacy? It doesn't exist anymore in this day and age." Apple, good one. It's like I don't know. I was gonna say like something about McDonald's. How like McDonald's like, we're gonna protect you from healthy food or something. You know.
It's like, funny though because McDonald's now offers a salad or like a Diet Coke. Yeah. And they have those like healthy chicken meals or whatever, like the wraps and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're trying to convert this fast food retailer into more not health focused, but reduce the stigma of it. But at the end of the day, it's just these really shitty burgers, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like a burger.
I'm getting hungry. We should have a look at
keep
what's
going.
next.
Sorry.
Yeah. Google announces $99 Pixel Buds A series. Now, $99, I'm guessing that's US price, perhaps?
It's
available
expensive.
for pre-order starting today in US and Canada, guys. Sorry, none for us. But it doesn't matter, right? We got lots of little cool earbud stuff here anyway.
Do you have wireless earbuds?
You know what? I think I'm maybe getting some with the phone that I purchased.
Yes. They do come with it, I think. I've been using the Pros.
Are they great?
I have them somewhere. Oh, they're in the car.
You know what? I haven't been sold on earbuds ever since they came out. I'm like, things that go inside my ears. What if they fall in there? Oh no!
You got massive ears for that to happen.
And then like, every time I'm like shaking my head, it's like rattling inside my head. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever tried the AirPods?
No.
So they're the ones without like the little rubbery
they're the
bits.
little things that hang, right?
Yeah,
People made so much fun of it when it came out.
The toothbrush, yeah.
Toothbrush?
Yeah, they look like a little toothbrush. Okay. But some people hate having things like these little rubbery things in your ears.
Yeah.
So I think those ones are fully plastic. There's nothing that is a rubbery thing, and they feel really good, like in your ear. Like,
do they?
They're probably my favorite thing to wear long periods of time. They don't fall out. They sit in there really nicely, and they seem to fit in most people's ears. Like, it's quite incredible. These rubbery ones. Yeah.
Is this another way for Apple to disrupt the technology? Was it them to be like first on the scene to be like, check these out? And people were like, where are the wires?
Well, I mean, there were wireless earbuds before it.
Because like wires headphones with like, the whole like thing. But like little earbud things that are wireless, was that a thing before they did that? I don't know.
Oh my God.
Because I feel like, did they disrupt the system again by being innovative?
They created a little pair that was this big.
Yeah.
Goes in, it's fully wireless.
Yeah.
Right? It has great battery life, has a great microphone, great sound. And it quickly pairs with you. Like, the most incredible thing was how quickly you can just take them out and start using them. And
that's cool.
So it wasn't like
So the software is like really good.
Yeah, because it has the W1 chip, which is like the Bluetooth joining chip, and it works really, really well. Sorry, Ray, I didn't see your question. Did you hear that Samsung is going to be using AMD Radeon on Exynos? Ooh, wow. That is interesting. No, I didn't hear it. I'll have to read about it and see what's going on. But if you flick us an article, that would be great. But yeah, anyway, look, I think if you give those a go, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that, you know, with your things with the ears. Like I use those for riding my bike because I have the ones that kind of loop around so they can't fall out, especially on a bike. But I don't know, the AirPods were just revolutionary in how easy and small and quick, and I don't know, I think it's just all in one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cass wanted some too. I had to buy her some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine. Oh, here's another thing that you could like add to this kind of design. Imagine if you had like I don't know, let's say you have an Apple Watch or whatever, you're pairing it with these, right? And it has like this mechanism that like if they fall out of your ear, it has like this magnetic thing that it like it goes back to the watch.
Yeah.
So you can never lose them, or they can't really fall out and hit the ground. Like if you're like cycling. So it's like this technology, like it immediately like
so there's this magnetic like thing consistently giving me cancer just so I don't lose.
Just so you don't lose your headphones. Yeah, it's great, right?
I mean that's life, and I love it. I'm pretty sure that it beeps when one goes further away from you when it disconnects, and you just like beeping. You're like, oh, maybe I've lost it. But people lose them all the time. They're so tiny. They fall and like, you know, you put
brilliant
it in
product.
And yeah.
Because they're like, we'll sell billions of these because everyone will lose them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Genius.
Look, to me, anyway, back on these Google ones, they look better, but I still don't like the way they're designed. Like
what's that little tail for?
So it's supposed to fit in your like.
Oh, weird spot.
I don't even know what this is called. Like the.
Yeah, it has a real technical term.
Yeah. Ear.
Ear. Yeah. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Next topic.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Paramount, guys. Plus will launch its cheapest $5 plan next week now, but there is a small catch.
Oh, tell me more.
And it tells it in small font. The fact is that there's going to be ad-supported plan. So you'll get a cheap... I thought about this. You know, I spoke about this at work like a month ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, imagine, you know, getting a discount by trading your attention, which is what the BAT token is. Yeah. But, like, you apply that to subscription services. So basically you have, like, a $2 Netflix, but they blast you with ads. So, like, every 5 minutes you watch a movie, there's, like, a 10-second ad. So it's like the cheap version, like, you know, like so everyone can afford these programs, and they're making off ad revenue big time, and they have more people subscribing to their services. And
Fuck me.
I know, right? This is the future.
No, it's going back in a circle.
It kind of is.
We're going back to TV.
Yes, online
with
TV.
Adverts.
Correct, because adverts gotta like. Products adverts gotta advertise. I mean, these people gotta. I mean, YouTube is already like swarmed with adverts. They're making squillions of dollars, but now these subscription services are trying to look at new revenues new revenue streams, because you get to a point where you saturate it to the point where you can't saturate anymore. It's like, well, we have like a quarter of the population on our platform, or like Netflix, let's say 25%. What now? Like, how do we increase our revenue as opposed to just increasing the price of the product? Like, let's have ad options of some sort.
My God.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Do you think people will get very upset if there is... Okay, because I suppose if Netflix goes, all right, boys and girls, all the plans now have ads, but you still pay the same amount. Everybody's like, whoa.
Oh, I would be so sad.
Yeah, but if they include a cheaper plan and then have ads, do you think people... I just feel like, I don't know if they want to cut their revenue. It feels like it... Do you think they'll make more from
this?
From ads?
I think this is a great experimental approach to see, like, hey, if you pay like a few dollars less a month, would you be okay if we add some ads on your platform? And if people are okay with it, then everyone does it. Everyone does it. Everyone. Yeah. And then to the point where, okay, it's no longer an option. It's just a part of the service.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, my God. Can you, do you remember, Oh, there's been so many good movies that really demonstrated this, but like Idiocracy.
What's that?
Idiocracy, the movie?
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. What?
No.
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 Casper, no.
It's a good movie?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
In the movie. It's in
Yeah.
the future. Guy wakes up in the future and
Yeah.
everything's like an ad. It's all ad, buy this, buy this. Everybody's really stupid. And there's
Everyone's really stupid.
Everybody's really, that's why it's called
That
Idiocracy.
sounds like...
But it's
Yeah.
like that movie, and
Yeah.
then there was also like probably the Blade Runners. There's a lot of like digital ads popping up and going,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
buy
yeah.
this, especially the latest one, 2049.
Yeah.
Blade Runner. I need to rewatch this.
A great movie, yes.
And they've got these ads. You can buy a person, and I feel like we're surrounded by all these ads to the point where, like, even World of Warcraft. Like, imagine going, yeah, there's a free subscription, you play, but every so often you got to do like an ad.
Oh, no.
And it's like on mobile games, they have this thing where you're playing and then they pop up and say, oh, here's an ad. You know, click X to like cancel, but the X is like super hidden.
Yeah.
And like to the point where if you don't tap it right, you actually end up tapping on the ad.
And buying something accidentally
No,
with
but-
your
no,
WoW
but they make-
account.
well,
Oh, no.
yeah.
12 cheeseburgers.
Yeah, 2020 is Idiocracy. Thanks, Yogi Bear.
Oh, okay.
And the last thing I'm going to
We're already there. That's
mention
right,
about
Yogi Bear.
ads is Roblox.
Ooh,
So
great stock.
great stock. But
Yeah.
Roblox has this thing where they troll kids. Because kids play
Okay.
this stuff, and parents put in their credit card potentially for them to buy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a mistake. That's mistake number one.
Mistake.
When you add your credit card, you've literally got automatic payment. So what
Oh,
happens is people create these like mini games inside Roblox, and then they hide purchase Roblox coins panels as invisible panels underneath the ground. So when the kids' characters walk around, they stumble onto this spam of these things, and it pops up, buy 10 Roblox, buy 10, and they're just like, cancel, cancel, cancel. But every so often, they accidentally pressed, instead of cancel, they press X, which is just auto buy.
Oh, no. You're joking.
I'm not joking.
That is such mega troll.
That is mega troll,
Whoever
isn't it?
invented this is a mad genius.
Yeah, mad genius. So if you're all wondering why that stock is like going up, then you know
It's like
just,
Roblox is like, why are we making hundreds of millions of dollars? I put this code in the game. Yeah. Wow. Promotion.
So
Yeah.
it's very, it's very bad. So anyway, I think ads have a place, but if it's a paid service, I don't think there should be ads. I think
Yeah.
I feel like putting together just becomes Foxtel. Because Foxtel
does.
still has ads
Gross.
and you pay for it.
Don't like Foxtel.
But they never used to, right? They
Yeah.
were the first to include ads.
That's right.
All right. Our last topic of
The most
evening.
important story, guys.
This is the most important
We've
story.
been holding it
everyone.
out. The best for last.
Yep. Last for best, best for last.
Last for best. Look at this. It's a chicken nugget.
So a very sus chicken nugget shaped like an Among Us Crewmate sells for $99,000, $997 on eBay.
Wow.
Somebody paid just shy of $100,000
This is what I'm thinking,
for a chicken
right?
nugget.
I feel like, is this title a little bit clickbaity? Because on these sites, you can buy an item, but you don't necessarily need to pay for it. And so
Right.
you don't actually pay for the item. You're like, look at that. We made it go to this price. It's
Yeah, we
funny."
don't know if they were paid, but let's
Yeah.
have a bit of a read, Casper.
Yeah,
Tell
here we
us
go.
what's happened.
After an intense days-long bidding war, a single McDonald's chicken nugget shaped like one of the Among Us crewmates has just sold for an eye-watering da-da-da-da. The little nugget started off from humble beginnings, 99 cents on May 28th. And, wow. And it just skyrocketed. There it is. It's sold by Polizna.
That's the seller.
Yeah, 22 gold stars.
That means they've sold 22 items, I think.
And got positives.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
positives.
I'm just like, wow.
So a little while back, there was a toast that had the face of Jesus.
Oh, Jesus toast.
And I'm pretty sure it didn't sell for as much.
Really? Oh, that makes me sad.
Yeah,
I
it
feel like
makes me
Jesus
very
is
sad.
a little. See, like, this is what's happening in this day and age. Jesus lost celebrity status. Now celebrities are losing celebrity status, and chicken nuggets are the next big thing.
So what you're saying is that in about 20 years, we're going to be watching chicken nuggets on the TV
Yep, that's exactly
while there
what
are
I'm
ads
saying.
for chicken nuggets.
Yep.
Order now, delivered to your door.
As oh my god, I can buy a celebrity. Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like it's a joke. Like it's a joke, right? It's somebody who's got too much money and thought it would be funny, and it's just absurd.
I know. We have a very important question from Yogi Bear. Is it still edible?
I would doubt it.
Oh, but you know what? If it's McDonald's, it'll be edible for the next 30 years. So it'll be fine.
Yeah,
you know
that's
how like
true.
the food's processed? You've seen those like episodes on like YouTube or whatever where they do a bit of experimentation with
Yeah.
McDonald's food, and they're like, "Oh, the fries, they're still good after like 12 months, but like the fillet of fish is like a moldy mess." And like the Big Mac is looking pretty tired as well, but like certain burgers are still good.
The stuff from McDonald's is so bad. It's actually speaking of politicians, I'm not sure if anybody's following the Friendly Geordies business. There's a politician.
Who's that?
You know that shirt I have of like.
Oh,
Doom?
yeah.
So Friendly Geordies is a comedian on YouTube, and he's a bit of a cocksure sort of political figure in calling out political bullshit.
Sure.
He's getting sued by a politician, John Barilaro or somebody,
Okay.
for defamation.
Defamation, yeah.
And yeah, he's just been making videos about chasing the lawyer to give him the papers to like get sued, because apparently they leaked it to the press without even telling him that he's being sued. It's been real dramatic, but the series of videos has been absolutely hilarious. So if anybody's watching that stuff, it's great. It's gold. It's absolutely
Dynamite.
great Australian comedy. And on that chicken nugget of information.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for joining us. We are going
thanks
to
so much.
definitely be back next week.
Absolutely. Do we want to? Are you sure? 100%. 100%.
No, 100%. I'm good. Are you good?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay, cool. Wait. Unless there's doubt. Am I doing something on Friday? Are we supposed to be
I don't
doing
know.
something?
Are we doing something?
No.
No. We're gonna be here.
We're gonna be here.
Gonna
So
be here. And if
thanks
we're not,
again.
we should probably tell them.
Yes. No, we will be.
We will be here.
We will be. Make sure to like this video to help us. That helps a lot.
Yep.
And hang on. One last question from Ray. Did you also hear the AMD keynote that the refreshed Tesla Model X and S will have Zen 3 APUs and RDNA 2 graphics card for AAA on the display? I actually thought it was NVIDIA. Was it RDNA 2 that they were going to chuck inside? Because at the moment they come with NVIDIA cards. Maybe it's the shortage that's causing.
Maybe, yeah. I feel like NVIDIA's always been like the super premium person who's like, we're too expensive for you.
But imagine that. AMD is now giving consoles stuff, computers, graphics and CPU,
Mobile phones.
servers, mobile phones, the Exynos, and cars. Time to buy their stock.
Yeah.
This is not financial advice. In
To
any
the
case,
moon.
thanks, Ray. Thanks for that. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Yogi Bear, Michael, Joe.
Yep.
Did you scroll up?
Oh, I need to
catch
scroll up. Sorry, my bad.
there. Keep going. Michael, Sam, thank you.
Yep.
Hammy, good to
Yep.
see you guys. And that's it.
And
Jim. Thanks, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
There we go.
Yep.
Cool. Where can we find you, Casper?
You can find me up here on my channel, Game with Casper. New videos at least once a week. Got a new one coming out tonight. But probably like warning for the Eastern people because it's coming out quite late.
Oh, okay. Did YouTube tell you to do that, right?
Yeah, YouTube's like, put it out at this time. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess. It's like at midnight on a Friday. I'm like, whatever you say, YouTube.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, I've got a review of the Razer laptop coming out in the next couple of days if I finish editing
nice.
today.
Love to see that.
And of course, Dirt Report will be on Sunday.
Yes.
Sounds
That's
good.
right.
Thanks, everyone. We'll catch you all in the next Friday. I was going to say in the next lifetime.
In the
but
next
it's
life. Whoa, that's deep.
That's
that's
deep.
dark. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
And vote for Chicken Nugget for president.
Vote for chicken
Bye.
nuggets. Chicken nugget for president.